So we're here with Kevin Reese from Pelham Springs, and I'm Chad Simpkins, the owner of Storm Team. Brian Arnold, who was heading up this project, and wanted to sit down with Kevin and just talk about the process a little bit and his experience with Storm Team. And I'll just turn it over to you, Kevin. Talk about how things went.
Storm Team brings in 4 crews of up to 70 guys, a project manager, and 2 quality control guys. Now, I worked most closely at that point with the quality control guys. They were Scott and Buck Lane. And I'll tell you that it was like military precision. They set out a schedule with Brian. They set out a schedule and notified the homes when things were going, what homes were going to be done at what time, and to let the homeowners know, okay, you'll need to be parking here or whatever. They would do approximately a building a day, maybe, roughly that way. And every single night, the job site was clean. It was pristine. Except for seeing the roofs that had been, were still in process where they were new singles, you would not be able to tell at night where the crew was because of how clean they kept the job.
You say there's military precision. That's because we in the background are preparing the supplier, the individual laborers and the employees and the contractors and everybody to have the job done. So when we get that deposit, we can start on that job as soon as possible, so that we're not getting phone calls a month or 2 later like, hey, when are you guys going to start? So we hit the ground running.
The average project of something of this magnitude, some companies take 6 months to a year to complete.
Sure.
And
that's what I was expecting.
And we had all of your roofs done and all of your gutters done within a month, if I'm not mistaken. Or very
6
close
weeks.
to it.
6 weeks, I think, from the time that it was boots on the ground to the time of finishing. I believe it was 6 weeks.
Okay.
So to put that in perspective, how many units?
113 units.
113 units.
About
2,000, beautiful community. 2,000 square foot average per unit, and we did it in 6 weeks.
The relationship, the crew, the guys that were on the roofs, the quality control guys, the project manager, even Brian, were so thoughtful and mindful for this community's best interest that at all times that Storm Team was working here, it was actually a little bit sad when the first week they were not here anymore. It just was kind of like, I just kind of lost a pet. It was that Storm Team's expertise and their integrity. And it was that their integrity is what allowed us to trust. And their integrity then was backed up by the quality of the workmanship, by how they handled things. And for things, Brian had to educate me on some things. There were things that I was really distrustful about. But Brian never he never took anything personally, and he always was very patient with me and recognized, okay, this is a learning process. I would have operated on the assumption that the insurance company paid out the $40,000 and that was a fair payment, and we would have been shortchanged, and we would have come up not being able to replace our roofs, just even with what was the builder grade stuff, without having to do a structural assessment. By having Storm Team involved, not only were we able to cover the cost of the roof replacement, but we were able to go beyond and get a roof that far exceeds what we had to begin with. And that was only as a result of Storm Team's involvement.
I appreciate it.
Sure, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So
thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Very much.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Anytime.